Andrew Paul, and my show is happening at Chitrakala Parishad. It's been 4 years since I showcased my work in Bangalore, India, and after 4 years I'm doing a solo exhibition. I've worked with a couple of galleries, quite a lot of galleries actually in India and abroad. This show particularly is about my large scale works in abstract expressionism, and that's the idea, and I want more and more people to come and see the exhibition for what it is. The title of the exhibition is Transcending Surfaces, which is ideally a movement in the space of art and my journey as an artist. So you see right now I'm standing in front of my work called In the Middle of My Fantasy. This work was also produced in London during my residency there. I did my master's in fine art from Middlesex University in London. And since then I've been practicing and working in my space, and it's been really nice, the kind of audience that has walked into the exhibition and interacted with me. The show is up till 15th of May, so you have another 2 days to go. So if you do get a chance to reach CKP, do come and visit Gallery 1 and 2 and experience art. I have even my experimental films that are being shown. It'll be really nice to interact with as many people as possible, because I just want people to know that art is not just something to be questioned about, it's also something to be experienced about. So this work is an experimental film that also is a process video about the work above and below that's in the front. It's this massive large painting that we'll go towards once we see the other works. This work is, so mostly all my works around here is about my journey in the space of abstract expressionism. It's about using different tools, and I do a lot of writing actually before I start my work, and that also helps me to sort of shape my thought process and building an idea before I start painting. And I love working with large scale works, you know. I think it's also because I'm quite a big 5'11" guy. This is a work questioning the idea of divinity, and it's titled Dancing with Divinity. Moving on, we have another large work called Conversations in the Dark. It's a very interesting use of colors because black is a very hard pigment to work with. Then I have a work called The Unending. Moving on, I have a series that I did during my stay at Munnar. It's an 18-piece series work. I'll take you to the next gallery. So it's 2 galleries put together, and that's my solo exhibition here. This is the first work that I made during my time in London. These are a couple of other series works that you see here. And this work is again a series, and it's called Autumn in London. That's another series. It's about the seasons that I experienced in London. And this is the largest work actually in my career as an artist. It's about 9 feet, 8.5, 9 feet by 6 feet. And I just want people to come in and experience art and experience abstraction for what it is. And rather than taking pictures, stand in front of the work and see and really visually see it and take in what you're seeing. Because a lot of times our generation, especially the young ones, are just coming in, taking pictures and posting online. But the idea of an exhibition, or the idea that I have as an artist, is to help people see the work itself, because there's so much to see. This is the work that I made during the pandemic. It's called Memories of the Pandemic. And this is technically the most advanced work I made in my career as an artist. It's called Tracing a Memory. If you come closer and you look at the hues and just the way the colors are arranged and how cohesively it comes together. And this is the last bit of the series. It's called Act of Love. It's a 2-part series that extends up. It's a 10 work series, and that's all of us. And This is the entire exhibition, and please do come in. It's only till the 15th of May, and that's the last day of the show. I'll be wrapping up the show on the 15th of May. So please do come at Karnataka Chitrakala Parishad, Gallery 1 and 2, and I'm Andrew Paul. This is a work of mine from 2014 that got published in the Oxford Encyclopedia, and this is the original work. It's not up for sale, but it's just for people to come and see and experience the actual work that is mentioned in the book. It's called Mighty My Savior. It's oil on canvas. It was a vision of mine that I created, and then it got published in the Oxford. And it's mentioned with Hussein's work also, so that sort of gave me, gave a lot of galleries an idea that I was a serious artist and not just doing art for the sake of doing art. I've been an artist for the last 15 years in my career, and I've done about 10 exhibitions, 8 group shows, 2 solo exhibitions. 3 of them were in London, and this is my first solo exhibition in Chitrakala Parishad. Inviting you all for the show.
It's a real pleasure being here today with Andrew Paul. I've known him since he was about this tall, and I have the absolute honor to have 2 of his artworks hanging up on my walls at home, and I wouldn't mind a third, Andrew. This is about, I think, the second exhibition I've been to of yours, and through the years I've seen how you've grown. As far as I'm concerned, art, I don't know too much about it, but I do know I love his work and what I see on these walls. So thanks again, and I'm possibly going to take a piece home with me today. Thank you.
Liz Auntie has actually, they have seen me being the naughty kid, and it's very surprising for a lot of my dad's colleagues and friends, because we know them through Air Force. My dad was in the Air Force before he retired, and so we've been family friends, and that's how they have seen my growth also as an artist. And so they had everybody has had a very different sort of thought around me, being a naughty kid and suddenly thinking about art and being so mindful about the way I create. So it has been, I think, quite surprising for all of them.
Yes.
And it was really a great pleasure when she picked up my work, and they really admire my work, and that is what is important actually for me as an artist, that people who buy my work also, as they are living with it and they enjoy it every day, it gives me the pleasure that I'm creating.
Yes, it's given us amazing pleasure.